Hello YouTubers, and welcome to Echo Golf Lima Charlie London City Airport. We're here in November 666 Oscar Bravo Cessna 172, and we're going to take a flight across my home city of London. Okay. We're going to find and point out some famous landmarks and also some not so famous landmarks. Okay, and we're going to land at Heathrow Airport, Echo Golf Lima Lima, and today we're going to land on runway 270. Runway 270 has an ILS approach of 109.50, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the controllers that we have. These are physical controllers that I'm holding in my hands in the HP Reverb 2, and I'm able to interact with my cockpit by just pointing. So I'm going to come over to our frequency. Now I'm going to tune us in to 109.50, and I'm going to make this the active frequency. And this will help us when we get to Heathrow and it becomes time to land. Okay, so we're on the ground at Echo Golf Lima Charlie. I'm going to bring this up so you can see it in more detail. And I'm going to bring up a map of our airport. And we're sitting here on the west apron. And we need to depart today on runway 09. So we're going to head up here, come in on taxiway A, and do a straight out departure. Going to change to our map view, and we're going to put it here out of the way for us. Okay, we want to set our fuel tank to both, and we want to get a little bit of throttle. We want to come to 1000 RPM. And then we want to turn off our parking brake. And we're going to taxi to A9. London City Cessna November 666 Oscar Bravo, straight out departure runway 09, London City. Gonna go full power. We're gonna watch our airspeed indicator. We're gonna watch it come alive. And a Cessna 172 typically rotates at 55 knots. We're gonna pull back, and up we go. We're watching our altimeter here, and we want to climb to 500 feet. We want to maintain 80 knots as we're climbing, and give us a good rate of ascent for this Cessna. Okay, we're at 500 feet. Straight ahead of us we can see the Dartford Queen Elizabeth Bridge. We're currently heading east, and we're going to turn round to the west. Okay. We are currently flying over the River Thames. And if we look down, we can see the Thames barrier directly in front of us. We're going to switch our autopilot on by clicking heading, and we're going to follow the direction of west. And we're going to start climbing at a rate of about 900 feet a minute, and we want to get to about 2,000 feet. We're going to look out, and we can see a football stadium called the Valley, which is the home of Charlton Athletic. We can see the Millennium Dome straight in front of us, or the O2 Arena. We can see the Emirates cable car crossing. And to our right, we can see London Stadium. That's where the 2012 Olympic Games were held. It's currently the home of West Ham United Football Club. And directly in front of us is Canary Wharf. We're going to come back inside our cockpit. And we're going to tell our autopilot to hold our altitude, and we're currently at about 2,300 feet. Over to our left is the New Den. This is the home of Millwall Football Club. The Bushwhackers. Straight ahead of us is Tower Bridge, not London Bridge. This railway line here brings us into London Bridge Station, and there is the real London Bridge. We have HMS Belfast, the Tower of London, we have the Shard, and we have the Gherkin. St. Paul's Cathedral. Directly ahead of us is the London Eye. We have the Houses of Parliament, BT Tower, Regent's Park, the Oval Cricket Ground, home of Surrey. England play test matches there as well. Here's the Mall, Buckingham Palace, Hyde Park, the Serpentine. And to our left is Battersea Power Station. We're going to come back inside our cockpit. Straight ahead of us is Heathrow Airport, which is where we're going to land today. But before we do that, we're going to take a detour to the south to check out some other sites. Okay, to turn, set our heading bug and watch this little orange thing. We've got to turn round. And we're going to come outside. There is Stamford Bridge Stadium, home of Chelsea Football Club. And there's the Cottage, Fulham Football Club. We're going to come in. We're going to change our path. Turn a little bit too far from what I wanted. But we'll come back on track now. Stamford Bridge, Brompton Cemetery. There is a better view of Craven Cottage, home of Fulham FC, of Bishop's Park, Putney Bridge, and here's Putney High Street. The centre court of the All England Tennis Club, Wimbledon. We're going to turn round and going to look at the Ashburton Estate. It's Cordis Road. There is Granard School. There is the Alton Estate. This is the A3. Asda's. This area here is Wimbledon Common. This is where the windmill is. Let's see if we can find some wombles. Looking to our left, we get a better view of court number 1 and centre court of Wimbledon. Richardson Evans. Gonna come in and we're gonna change our path ever so slightly. And we're gonna come back outside. And we can see the golf driving range near New Malden. We can see Tesco New Malden. And we're going to come round. It's New Malden train station and the New Malden Towers. There's the park. And some of my viewers may recognise this street here. It's George Road. Here is the A3. And we're going to follow the path of the A3 up to Chessington. So we're going to turn. Going to come back outside. Continue to follow the A3. Okay, right below us now is Hook. This is an area of Chesterton, and I don't know the exact address, but I believe it's in this area here. We're going to look straight ahead, and we can see Chesterton World of Adventures. Going to come back in our cockpit, and we're going to turn and fly a northerly approach now. We can see Hampton Court. You can see the River Thames. That area there is Kingston. There's London. And there's where we just came from. Straight ahead of us is Twickenham Rugby Stadium. We're going to head towards Twickenham. And then we're going to turn and fly our approach into Heathrow Airport. And we're going to look down and get a better view of Hampton Court, home of the Tudor dynasty, Henry VIII. It's Hampton Court Bridge. We're going to come back inside our cockpit. We're going to slow down because we're going to make our approach in a minute. We are going to come off of autopilot. And we're going to turn ahead in towards Twickenham, straight ahead of us. Turn our heading indicator towards the west. See if we can get a better look at Twickenham. Come back inside. We're going to engage our autopilot. Again, we're going to reduce some speed. We're going to get a navigation fix. We're going to fly our approach, and we're going to get our glide scope. And if I've done this right, this will turn us into Heathrow Airport. I think building, is it the Hoover factory or the Gillette building? I can't remember. Okay. Reduce our speed. Bring it down to 1700 RPM. Okay. We're looking for this line to swing to the center. And that should put us right on the center of the runway. And then we'll land by autopilot. Okay. We're on our glide slope and we are right on center. Currently at 500 feet. We don't want to stall, so we're going to get a little bit more speed here. Okay. Our autopilot's disengaged. We're going to fly in by hand here. We're a bit slow. Still watching our ILS, trying to keep us center. Another notch of flaps so we can pitch down. Let's reduce some speed. Okay, we're on the ground at Heathrow. Okay, we're going to pull off to the left up here. Okay. Heathrow Airport's looking pretty busy today. I can see a Virgin, I can see a Qantas, I can see some BA, I can see American Airlines, Air France, more BA. And good old November 666 Oscar Bravo. I'm gonna come in between this Lufthansa and this Qantas. and this Virgin. And this airline to our left, I think it's a travel agents. If you know the name of it, leave a link in the comments. There's a Virgin Atlantic 747 to our right. I think it's the Queen of the Sky or the Dancing Queen. Okay. Let's pull our mixture back. Let's pull our throttle back. Let's turn our avionics off. Let's turn our master switch off. And let's turn the engines off. Let's open the door. Let's take a look around. And there we are. Next to our Virgin Atlantic. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Please comment, subscribe, and see you again on another flight shortly.